Hi my loves. So there's a few elements you need to have in place if you want to reinvent yourself, reinvent your life, and in 6 months from now or in 12 months from now, look around and see a completely different reality. Okay, first of all, it's possible. I believe in you, and if you really want to create significant transformation in your life in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, you can do it. Okay, but there's a few things you need to have in place in order to ensure that your life is going to be unrecognizable in all the best ways in the near future. If you don't have these things in place, then as you also know, sometimes 6 months can go by, a whole year can go by, and nothing really changes, okay? So buckle up, take some notes, make sure you have these things in place, and you're going to have the best year of your life. So if you haven't done so already, step 1 is to get crystal clear on what you actually want in your life, what you want to create. Maybe these are dreams, goals that you've been thinking about for a while. Maybe you've tried and stopped and started and not been consistent enough to create enough energy and enough momentum in that direction to create lasting change. Whatever it is, get really clear on what you want. What do you want your life to look like in 6 to 12 months? Jot these things down now. Once you've written those things down, the next step that I guide my students through within my signature manifestation program is we identify what are the limiting beliefs, the emotional blockages that have been holding you back. As an example, you've been wanting to start that business for months, if not for years, but something keeps holding you back. You have that vision, you have that goal that you want to go and do this thing, create that dream, that reality, but time and time again you watch your own brain hold you back. You self-sabotage. You're just watching yourself hold yourself back, pull yourself away, and then the motivation fades, some distractions come, and before you know it, you're back to square one again. So this kind of self-sabotaging behavior is a result of something that's going on inside your subconscious mind. Somewhere in your subconscious mind, you currently have a limiting belief that it's not safe for you to have what you want, that it isn't available for someone like you to have what you want, that something bad will happen if you get what you want. So it's important to identify what's the story that's lurking in the back of your head. If you feel some kind of fear, if you feel some kind of uneasiness when you think about having what you want, it's so important to take a moment right now, feel free to pause this video, and bring it to the front of your mind. Sometimes it's scary to look there. Often we bury our heads in the sand, we don't look square on at the thing that we're scared of. And as a result, the fear builds and it grows bigger. But I promise you, when you just face it square on, it's never as scary as we've been making it out to be. So take a moment now and identify, what is the thing that I'm scared of? Am I scared of being seen? Am I scared that I'm going to lose the respect of or the approval of my family or my friends? Am I scared that I'm not going to be able to have the necessary skills to be able to sustain it? Do I have a belief that it's too good to be true, it can't be that easy? Do I have a belief that if I get what I want, I actually am a terrible person? Like, if we think that all rich people are bad people, then our mind's gonna want to hold us away from money because it doesn't want us to be a bad person, right? So identify what is the story, even if it seems so silly and so illogical. Sometimes it is very illogical, but it might be programming that we picked up from a long time ago, or from one experience, or from a series of experiences that we had in the past, and we're carrying that story with us into our future, which is causing us to repeat unwanted patterns. So put it on the page, get really clear on what are the things that have been holding me back. And I know it feels a bit uncomfortable, and some of you who might not want to think about anything negative at all, it's okay. This is an important part of the process. You need to be aware of what's been holding you back so that you can release it and let it go for good. Once you've identified what the limiting beliefs are, what the stories are that have been holding you back, now you can release them. There's multiple ways to do this. I actually guide my students within my manifestation program across a 2-week process. I give them multiple different modalities, methods, and guided meditations to help them to clear and release what's been holding them back. But a few that I can share with you that you can do on your own include creating a list of evidence, of proof as to why you're going to be absolutely safe and okay when you have what you want. So look at other people that you know of who have what you want, and look at how they are safe having it. Look at how everything is okay. Look at all the ways that they are no more special than you. Take them off the pedestal, okay? And look at all the ways that if they can have it, you can absolutely have it too. Build up as much evidence as you can so that you can show your brain that it's totally normal, it's totally safe, it's totally available for someone like you to have what you want. Another tip I can share with you here is when you look at those limiting beliefs that you identified, perhaps they sounded something like, it's really hard for me to make money, or I can never seem to lose the weight, or I can never seem to find a good man who's my perfect match, or it's really hard for me to do XYZ, or nobody ever succeeds at XYZ. Whatever it was that you wrote down, take each one and create an affirmation that directly contradicts your limiting belief. So you're basically going to create a tailor-made list of affirmations that say the opposite to what your brain has been saying before. Okay? Now, if you just write these affirmations down, they're not going to really make much of a difference. However, if you totally saturate your brain in the news stories, like you immerse your brain in the new stories, the new affirmations, if you tell yourself these new affirmations non-stop as much as you possibly can throughout your day, if you feed your mind this new brain food, your brain will start to rewire itself. You will carve out new neural pathways which with repetition can become your dominant neural pathway. And that is how you go from an old belief being your dominant neural pathway to creating a new dominant neural pathway. And when you do this, you will be able to transform your brain from feeling like it's working against you and self-sabotaging to feel like it's working for you, to feel like it's presenting you with the perfect people and opportunities, where you just always synchronize up with the perfect person, opportunity, moment, where you feel like your life is unfolding magically. Why? Because your brain has rewired and is working for you. So it will help you to notice the people, opportunities and things that will take you to where you want to go, because you now feel safe to look there, because you now believe that it is available to you. So your brain will start showing you the path to get there. And then the third part that you need to have in place to manifest a totally different quality of life for yourself, to have that quantum leap that you're after, is to follow through with the action required as well. I didn't grow a YouTube channel just by visualizing it or just by saying affirmations about it. I took action. I've created hundreds and hundreds of videos, and they were messy and they were imperfect, and I grew and I practiced as I went along. I think something that stops a lot of people from manifesting what they want is over-perfectionism, not taking any action until you are perfect. First of all, it's impossible to be perfect, but if you want to be better at least, you're going to need to take action and practice, and it's going to need to be messy in order for you to get from the level that you're at right now to the level that you want to be at. It's the only way. You can't go around it, you can't go under it, you just got to go through it. So this is me giving you the permission that you don't need to do it now, to do it messy, to allow yourself to be who you are right now at the level of skills that you are right now, and to have a go, and to mess up, and to be a beginner. Yeah, when we were babies, we had no problem with being a beginner. When we learned to walk, we were a beginner at learning to walk. We fell down hundreds of thousands of times before we learned to stand up and walk. And we were okay with that. There is nothing different about achieving a new goal now. If there's something that you currently can't do, you can go through the process to learn how to do something else. It doesn't just stop when we're a baby. As adults, we've often been conditioned to think that we have to be perfect, we have to pretend to have it all figured out, whereas actually the real secret to continuous growth and becoming the person that you really want to become is to actually be okay with and embrace being a beginner, being a newbie, learning as you go, doing things messy, embracing all of that regardless of age. Final bonus tip that I'll share with you when it comes to taking consistent action is when it comes to creating your plan of, okay, what am I going to do to get to where I want to get to? Create a simple daily task that you're going to do consistently every single day to get from where you are now to what you want to manifest. But in addition to that, create a chill edition and create an ultra edition. So on the days when you're feeling like you have the energy and the capacity to do the ultra edition, you choose that one. But on the days when you're feeling low in energy or uninspired, or you have a really, really busy day so you don't have much time, you can choose the chill edition of that action. So I'll give an example. Let's say if you want to grow your social media, okay, the ultra edition of a daily task might be to create 2 to 3 reels to go live and upload to your stories, right? Whereas on a day when you feel like you don't have the capacity to do that much, the chill edition of that goal might be to create 1 reel. Okay, so even on the days when you don't have the capacity to do the ultra edition, you can do the chill edition, and that way, regardless, you are moving forwards, moving forwards, moving forwards. When you don't have this in place, when you don't have the ultra edition and the chill edition, and sometimes people try and just do the ultra edition and they try it, they can maybe manage to do it for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then they get burnt out and then they stop altogether. Whereas if on the 4th day, instead of giving up, you just do the chill edition, you haven't stopped. You're still in motion, you're still moving forwards, you still made progress. And then you can go back to ultra whenever you have the capacity and energy to do that too. So that's my top tip for ensuring that this year you're actually going to be able to manifest the things that you want. You're actually going to be able to see your life change in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months. Let me know which of the things that I shared in this video were most valuable for you. And if you want to learn a little bit more about joining my signature manifestation program so that I can really support you one-on-one to change your life for the better, all the information you need is down in the description below. If you haven't done so already, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. Until next time, bye!